Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. I would rather be little nobody than to be evil somebody. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Every man's happiness is his own responsibility. It's not me who can't keep a secret. It's the people. I tell that can't. We should be too big to take offense and too noble to give it. Determine that the thing can and shall be done, and then find the way. Don't criticize them. They are just what we would be under similar circumstances. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. He has a right to criticize who has a heart to help. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first for sharpening the axe. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any one thing. You can fool some of the people all the time, and all the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. Tact, the ability to describe others as they see themselves. I will prepare, and some day my chance will come. Character is like a tree, and reputation its shadow. The shadow is what we think it is, and the tree is the real thing. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live up to what light I have. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. There are no bad pictures. That's just how your face looks sometimes. If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one? When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. No man is poor who has a godly mother. I laugh because I must not cry. That is all. That is all. The best way to predict your future is to create it. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. If there is anything that links the human to the divine, it is the courage to stand by a principle when everybody else rejects it. You can't make a weak man strong by making a strong man weak. If friendship is your weakest point, then you are the strongest person in the world. Hypocrite, the man who murdered his parents and then pleaded for mercy on the grounds that he was an orphan. I do not think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. You cannot help people permanently by doing for them what they could and should do for themselves. The Lord prefers common-looking people. That is why he made so many of them. I am not concerned that you have fallen. I am concerned that you rise. All I have learned, I learned from books. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. All that I am or ever hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. To ease another's heartache is to forget one's own. The better part of one's life consists of his friendships. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? The ballot is stronger than the bullet. You can tell the greatness of a man by what makes him angry. That some achieve great success is proof to all that others can achieve it as well. Stand with anyone that is right, stand with him, while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. Commitment is what transforms a promise into reality. I am in favor of animal rights as well as human rights. That is the way of a whole human being. No matter how much the cats fight, there always seem to be plenty of kittens. Whatever you are, be a good one. Folks are usually about as happy as they make their minds out to be. Force is all-conquering, but its victories are short-lived. You cannot have the right to do what is wrong. It often requires more courage to dare to do right than to fear to do wrong. No man is good enough to govern another man without that other's consent. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're right. I believe that people should fight for what they believe, and only what they believe. Writing is the great invention of the world. Investment in knowledge pays the best interest. The loss of enemies does not compensate for the loss of friends. Truth is generally the best vindication against slander. There can be glory in failure and despair in success. Laughter can be used to soothe the mind and get rid of those awful thoughts. The struggle of today is not altogether for today. Here it is for a vast future also. When arguing with a fool, make sure the opponent isn't doing the exact same thing. The best thing a man can do for his children is love their mother. A universal feeling, whether well or ill-founded, cannot be safely disregarded. The worst thing you can do for those you love is the things they could and should do themselves. Everyone desires to live long, but no one would be old.